what's up? It's iPod Apps Everywhere. Today I have a review of the Armor Series case made by Otterbox. I know I can't get it because my camcorder only goes up to there and this is as far as it can go, but this is what it looks like. It's called the Armor Series iPod Touch 2nd generation. Well, it's for the iPod Touch 2nd generation. It comes in a very nice packaging, just like that. Very simple, just like all Otterbox products. You don't need any knives, any ripping. It just kind of opens up just like that. Included in the box, you get the armor case itself, which is heavy as hell, almost as heavy as your iPod. And this nice little lanyard that you can actually unravel and use that'll fit into these holes up here. Let me get that light on this. That'll actually fit into these holes if you can see them. There's one right there. And there's also one right there, and so you can actually like hang it around your neck or something like that, which is sounds kind of silly, but whatever. All right, nothing else in the packaging besides this little pamphlet, which they always include, which gives you very, very simple directions on how to install it. It couldn't be easier, and I'll show you that myself, because really it's self-explanatory, and seriously, you don't need directions at all. All right. Otterbox actually sent me the sport package, so what you get along with that is a armband that can latch onto your Otterbox and waterproof headphones from H2O Audio, which is a really great company. I actually tried them in the shower. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that was the only way I could since I don't have a pool and I'm not like close to the beach. And they work pretty well. Not bad at all for waterproof headphones. So, on to the review. The Otterbox Armor Series is ridiculous when it comes to protection. There was like, actually let me get it really quick. Oh god. I got this Defender series for the iPod Touch, and I thought this was protection. Wait till you get to this, because just look at the size comparison. I mean, seriously, compared to the iPod Touch, you're thinking, why the hell is that thing so big? It's all about protection, guys. It's all about protection. Well, in this one, it's more of the fashionable side, but this one's just ridiculous protection. Like, if you're seriously driving a Hummer and a bullet just comes out of nowhere, breaks the glass, and shoots you in the chest, and this just happens to be in that pocket over your chest, it'd probably survive. And you would survive, because that bullet would have just like bounced off the screen, bounced off this plastic, and killed the guy who shot the gun. I don't know, whatever. This is ridiculous when it comes to protection. This is one of the most heavily armored cases for your iPod Touch out there right now. This is ridiculous. I mean, just look at it. I really can't explain in words how ridiculous the protection is when you get this. I mean, seriously, the plastic, it's not the most attractive looking plastic, but it is the sturdiest plastic ever. Like, honestly, without the iPod in there, this plastic, I don't even know what to do with this plastic that'll show you how strong it is. Maybe I'll go outside with a hammer or something, or toss it on the ground. I don't know. I was banging this actually against the ground, and it didn't even scratch up. It was on gravel. I was amazed. I was like, wait a minute. I was actually just going like this and scratching it. It scratched a tiny bit, but it stayed pretty much intact. So, really, really amazing case when it comes to protection. It's a step up from the Defender series. This one's actually like a 3-layer case. It's got the rubber, it's got the hard plastic. This one is only plastic, because this plastic is 10 times stronger than the plastic for the Defender. I feel like it is, because this plastic is ridiculous. It's a really nice, kind of almost a matte look to it, but you can tell that you can't tell, but once you hold it, it's kind of slippery. It's not that slippery, but I wish there was a tiny bit more grip to it. Maybe put some like rubber edges around here, something, you know, a little bit more for shock protection. But when you open it up, you see that the inside is actually lined with rubber for your iPod. So there you have your shock protection if you drop this case. Because when I first got it, I was like, hello, it's only plastic? Nope. It's got a thick layer of rubber, both on the inside, I think on the screen side. Not on the screen side, but on the back, that'll help protect your iPod against drops. Take a quick tour around the case. We have on the back a removable, very easily removable clip. Very simple. I actually just did that water test. You will see in this video a couple minutes ago. Very easy to put on the clip. Very easy to take it off. This is like a belt clip. Very strong. Easy to use. Lever here you got. Just slips off just like that. We have a nice little Otterbox logo on the bottom. Actually, let me just turn this brightness up. There you go. Hope you can see that better. And on the bottom, we actually have a headphone jack. So you can take this into the water up to 3 feet and use your headphones if they're waterproof. Don't take regular headphones and jump in the water thinking, hey, the case is protective and waterproof and my headphones should be. Nope. You gotta get waterproof headphones. But these do work. The jack works perfectly flawlessly. Quick up here, we got the home button. And it works well, by the way. It doesn't, no lag, nothing bad about it whatsoever. It works well. It feels just like the home button. Down here we actually have the hinge that this case opens on. It's a little unattractive, but I think this case isn't about looks. They're just going full out protection. On the top we have a sensor hole. They do have that same built-in screen shield that they used for the Defender series. On top we have, this is actually how you open the case and how you can actually insert your iPod. This big old lever latch. At first I was thinking, that doesn't seem that safe, but it seals your iPod in there like a big, I don't know, it seals it really well. That's a bit about blah blah blah. That's about it for around the case. A couple things I didn't like. One, it's actually really easy to get in. If you can tell, like, hey, that only opens that much, and there's actually a headphone jack that you insert your iPod into. It's right there. If you're focused, that you actually insert your iPod headphone jack into, just like that. I won't do it, but actually, you know what, I'll do it. It's very easy to do. Very easy, just like that. Actually hitting the 6-minute mark already. I don't know how that happened. I want to wait for a click, and it should be in there. Close it up. Works like a charm. Why is that brightness so low? I don't know why the brightness is so low, but it works. A couple things I didn't like about it. You can't, if you're looking out on the case looking for like volume controls or anything, you're not gonna find them. Let me tell you that right now, you're not gonna find them. There is no sleep wake button access and no volume rocker access, which is kind of a pain because they could have done the same thing for the home button. I think they could have just like made a rubber insert or something. If not, then obviously that'd be fine because this case is ridiculous for protection. And if this is going underwater, you're not gonna be wanting to. You don't want that many openings so that, you know, air or water could get in. Who knows what would happen if you did have like an opening for the volume rocker and it wasn't sealed properly. But that's a whole nother thing. That's just a couple things I didn't like. The no volume rocker access and no sleep wake access. But besides that, this is a top-notch case when it comes to protection. Not too stylish, not too fancy when it comes to the design. Not the design, not when it comes to the fashion. Like, I wouldn't carry this into school, you know? Like, that's a little too much. Because, seriously, this is really for the people who are going to be outside, working hard, working with, like, heavy things, really maybe surfing it up or something, you know, in the pool. Not in the pool, but if you're really like a heavy-duty guy, you're like a construction worker, something like that, etc., you're going to want this case because this case will protect your iPod to the max. I just said to the max. And you can even use this underwater so that if you fall into water or it starts to rain, you can actually still use your iPod or iPhone because actually I don't know if they have the Armor series for the iPhone, but if they do, actually I don't know, so I'm just don't listen to that last comment. But that's my review of the Otterbox Armor Series. Really top-notch case when it comes to protection. Amazing underwater. The screen protector, I think, feels a little bit better than Defender. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But besides that, the screen actually doesn't work unsubmerged underwater. I tried it in cold water and hot and a little warm. It doesn't respond to you. But once you actually take it out of the water, 1 second in the air, and you can use it again for some reason. I don't know why. But besides that, and besides this fact, there's no options for there's no hole for the volume rocker and no sleep wake button access. Besides that, it's very easy to use case, very simple, self-explanatory. I like how they kept it very simple with their protection. And so, like what I said before, just repeating myself over and over, top-notch protection, amazing protection underwater. But not the highest when it comes to fashion and design. And it's not going to be as fancy as your Rebel Touch. But it will give you 130,000 billion% protection. That's it for the Armor Series. Really great case. Definitely recommend it if you're an outdoor guy, if you're in a construction yard, if you're working with heavy duty stuff. If you're a normal kid like me in high school, I wouldn't recommend it because, teens like to be a little fashionable. So I wouldn't recommend this if you're a teen. Or, you're working around or like you're in an office space because this won't really do much besides, if you spill some coffee on it. Whatever. It's iPod apps everywhere. Really great case. Definitely recommend it. I hope to see you guys soon. It's comment, rate, subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you guys around.